All right, everyone, March 14th, 2013. Now we're going to take a look at the oath. But if you are going to become a Jesuit, the order of Jesuits, this is the oath that is administered to you. This is the oath. The same oath, but Bergoglio, now Francis I, took to become a Jesuit. Now, today, he is a high-ranking Jesuit official who answers to no one but his supreme leader, the Black Pope, who run everything, who run Rome, who run the Vatican. They are a secret society, just like the Illuminati. We're going to find all that out right now. I'm a little disturbed. I just watched a video by another pastor who is singing the praises of this new Pope. When we're looking at Rome, the Vatican, and the ties to ancient Babylonian pagan customs, I don't know. Anyway, enough of that. I need to just stick to my own channel, I guess. Let's take a look at the oath so you get an idea of just what is the Jesuit order. Now, I covered this about a week or so ago, I guess. And we're going to cover it again in a little better detail. But hey, before I forget, do you like the new background? My wife, she got together and did a little bit of decorating for me, so it looks a little more pleasant and warm and welcoming. Let me know, do you like this or not? I love the lamp. All right, let me get back on topic. Oh my goodness. Singing the praises of the Pope and the Catholic Church. All right, the following is the text of the Jesuit Extreme Oath of Induction as recorded in the journals of the 62nd Congress, 3rd Session of the United States Congressional Record, House Calendar number 397, Report number 1523, February 15th, 1913, pages 3215, 3216, from which it was subsequently torn out. Someone tore it out and removed it. To cover this up. The oath is also quoted by Charles Dieter in his book, Subterranean Rome, New York, 1843, translated from the French original. Dr. Alberto Rivera, who escaped from the Jesuit order in 1967, confirms that the induction ceremony and the text of the Jesuit oath, which he took, were identical to what we have cited below. Now, this will be the same oath that was taken by now Pope Francis I. We've already made the connection between his name and Peter the Roman, Petrus Romanus. All right, let's continue on. I love you guys. I really do. I don't know anymore. When a Jesuit of the minor rank is to be elevated to command, he is conducted into the chapel of the convent of the order, where there are only 3 other present, the principal or superior standing in front of the altar. Now, the principal or superior we know as the Black Pope, the one who is really in charge, that pulls all the strings. It's a new world order of its own, a secret society with espionage, spies, and blood sacrifices. Now, on either side stands a monk, one of whom holds a banner of yellow and white, which are the papal colors, and the other a black banner with a dagger and a red cross above a skull and crossbones with the word INRI, and below them the words, I don't have my glasses on, IUSTRUM, NECAR, REGES, and Pius, IMP, IUS, the meaning of which is, it is just to exterminate or annihilate heretical kings, governments, world leaders, and rulers. All right, this is the part of the ceremony. This is what's taking place during the ceremony. This is what Bergoglio, Pope Francis I, went through himself. Upon the floor is a red cross at which the superior hands him a small black crucifix, which he takes in his left hand and presses it to his heart. A black crucifix? And the superior at the same time presents to him a dagger, which he grasps by the blade and holds the point against his heart, the superior still holding it by the hilt, and thus addresses the candidate, which we're talking about Bergoglio here. This is what he went through. Let me check time. All right, let me read on a little bit. We're going to have to do part 2 so you can fully understand the oath. Now, the Black Pope or the Superior speaks. My son, heretofore you have been taught to act the dissembler among Roman Catholics, to be a Roman Catholic, and to be a spy even among your own brethren, to believe no man, to trust no man among the reformers, to be a reformer among the Huguenots, to be a Huguenot among the Calvinists, to be a Calvinist among the Protestants, generally to be a Protestant and obtaining their confidence to seek even to preach from their pulpits, and to denounce with all the venerants in your nature our holy religion and the Pope, and even to descend so low as to become a Jew among Jews. That's how dishonest and how sneaky they are. That you might be enabled to gather together all information. So they are spies, gathering information for the benefit of your order as a faithful soldier of the Pope. You have been taught to plant the seeds of jealousy and hatred between communities, provinces, states that were at peace, and to incite them to deeds of bloodshed, rioting, involving them in war with each other, and to create resolutions and civil wars in countries that were independent and prosperous, cultivating the arts and the sciences and enjoying the blessings of peace, to take sides with the combatants, and to act secretly with your brother Jesuit, who might be engaged on the other side, but openly opposed to that which with you might be connected, only that the Church might be the gainer in the end, in the conditions fixed in the treaties for peace, and that the end justifies the means. You have been taught your duty as a spy to gather all statistics, facts, and information in your power from every source, to inaugurate yourself into the confidence of the family circle of Protestants and heretics of every class and character. You got to remember, it was the Jesuits who persecuted the Protestants, as well as that of the merchant, the banker, the lawyer, among the schools and universities and parliaments and legislatures, and the judiciaries and councils of state, and to be all things to all men, for the Pope's sake, whose servants we are unto death. You have received all your instructions heretofore as a novice, a neophyte, and have served as coadjutor, confessor, and priest. But you have not yet been invested with all that is necessary to command in the army of Loyola in the service of the Pope. You must serve the proper time as the instrument and executioner, as directed by your superiors, for none can command here who has not consecrated his labors with the blood of the heretic. For without the shedding of blood, no man can be saved. Without killing and the shedding of blood of a heretic, no man can be saved. It's only by the blood of Jesus that we are saved. This is blasphemy. Therefore, to fit yourself for all work and make your own salvation sure, you will, in addition to your former oath of obedience to your order and allegiance to the Pope, repeat after me, and I will be back, and I will show you the oath that Pope Francis I Bergoglio took. This is very, very disturbing, friends. And we're going to look at the bloodshed, and only by shedding the blood of the heretic, that's how a person becomes saved. I want you to remember Pope John Paul I. He was only in office 30 days, and he mysteriously died. Was he poisoned by the Jesuits? More to come. Stay with my channel today. Be right back. We're going to look at the actual oath. Leave me comments.